And welcome in again, worldwide Wrexham fans and Wrexham fans. And on this game, welcome in to everybody as well, Chelsea fans included. If you're a big Chelsea fan, welcome on in. Leave a comment down below. It was David and Goliath quasi this game, the big teams taking on the small teams. It was a lot of things. We're going to get through that pretty soon. But welcome in everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic time. Remember, like, subscribe, and like, and hit that notification button, please. Let's keep it growing. But this game in, like I say, welcome in. I hope you're having a good time. This game, a 5-0. Sometimes you get a 5-0 and you think, yeah, that was really a 5-0 thrashing. But this game wasn't a 5-0 thrashing. And when we get to the stats, you're going to see why I say it wasn't a thrashing. So on the day itself, that's the scene in behind me that was the scene for the game. And actually the picture was taken during the game. Chelsea and Wrexham AFC taking each other on. Beautiful night. Just look at that sky. Fantastic place. What a scene for a game of football, hey? Does it get any better? North Carolina doesn't think so. I don't think so either. It was a fantastic night. So 27 degrees at kickoff. By the end of the game, it was about 24 degrees. So a beautiful night. No wonder the guys were sweating. Keenan Memorial Stadium, North Carolina, and the pitch. Some people were sort of questioning how good the pitch was or how bad it was. I thought it was fine. What do you think? You got a question the pitch? Question it down below. Make a comment about the game itself. You know what the score was. Make a comment. And when you got up this morning in Wales, you didn't think this was going to be the scoreline, did you? I would be surprised if you did. But you would have expected a tough game, and it was a tough game. And I'll tell you now, before we go through the nuts and bolts of the game, this was a really good workout for Wrexham. And a decent workout for Chelsea too. There was not a lot between this game. And I know you say, well, it was 5-0, Steve, but I'm telling you, I watched the game. Wrexham held their own, played very well, tight in defence. You're thinking, well, they're giving up 5. Yes, they did. But once we get through it, you'll see why. But it was a fantastic game to watch for the neutral, a great game for the Chelsea fans. And if you were watching live in Wales, big up to you for staying up all night. And I hope you didn't have to go to work straight after the game. But big up to you if you're watching live in Wales. And like I say, you'd probably agree with me that Wrexham held their own for a lot of that game. And I would say they did. And they were not out of place and they were not outclassed. So the game itself, let's go through the nuts and bolts. First of all, game kicks off. Within 3 minutes, Ian Maatsen has put Chelsea up 1-0. Nice finish, down low, not a problem. But it's 3 minutes in. For the remainder of the first half, though, Wrexham did have chances. Paulie Mullin breaks away from the halfway line, and if he had more speed, he could have got clear and got something on net. But there were other chances too. Elliot Lee heading just past the post. There were chances for Wrexham, and there were chances for Chelsea as well. It was a really interesting game. And for, like I say, for the neutral, it had everything. And for you waking up this morning, like I say, you're thinking 5-0, we got thrashed. Not a chance. Wrexham did not get thrashed. And going through to half-time, Maatsen gets another goal. So it's 2-0 at half-time. Wrexham thinking it's probably going to be a loss, but it's only 2-0 at half-time, and things are pretty decent. I mean, it's a real battle. I mean, nothing's easy in this game at all. It's a real fight. It's an absolute workout. So, like I say, Wrexham fans, know this. If you didn't see the game, the boys put up a massive fight, even with 5 subs in one moment in the second half. Phil Parkinson changed and did what he could. But this was a friendly, but it wasn't so friendly. If you see that battle there, this is literally talking the game. There was lots of time in this match where Wrexham fought for every blade of grass, and so did Chelsea. And it was a decent game, let me tell you. And the fans were into it too. Second half, though, like I say, much like the first half, a battle of attrition, nobody leading it. Chelsea had majorly the possession. First half, you could say 64% possession for Chelsea in the first half. And that would tell you why they were 2-0 up. But it didn't look so bad. And Wrexham were defending quite astutely. You could say the second goal, Ben Foster may well have done better on that one. But hey, you can't get to all of them. Maybe Ben gets to the next one better. Second half, like I say, battle of attrition. You think it's going to end 2-0. And suddenly, really suddenly, from nowhere, Chelsea do take command of the last 10 minutes, whereby the previous 10 minutes, Wrexham had dominated and been around the net and gone close a few times to maybe getting that goal. So before this really turned upside on its head, Wrexham actually would dominate in that latter phase of the second half. And then, I guess Pochettino said, turn the switch. And Chelsea then got 3 goals in 13 minutes. They got the first one through Conor Gallagher on 80 minutes. A shot that maybe Rob Layton would like to have back. But like I say, like Ben Foster, you can't stop them all. And then on 90 minutes, Krista Nkunku gets the 4th one. And then Ben Chilwell on 90+3 gets the 5th one. So there were 3 quick goals at the end of the game that really make it look worse than it actually was. And I got to say, this wasn't a bad performance by the guys. Wrexham put up a decent performance. Just on another night, it could have gone differently. Now, take a listen to these stats, because this will tell you exactly how close this all ran out. And remember, this is a 5-0 game, yeah? 5-0. So, listen up. Chelsea, 11 shots. Wrexham, 11 shots. Shots on target, Chelsea, 5. They scored 5. Shots on target, Wrexham, 1. Possession, 65% to 35%. It was 64% in the first half, so that didn't change. It's what you do with the ball, yeah? Pass accuracy, 94% for Chelsea, 83% for Wrexham. Fouls, 15-7 in favour of 15 for Chelsea. Yellow cards, 1 for Chelsea. Red cards, no. Offsides, 3 for Chelsea, 1 for Wrexham. And corners, no corners for Chelsea and 7 corners for Wrexham. So when you see them stats, it tells you straight right there and then that this was not just your average game, and that, yeah, Wrexham were in it, and they definitely were in it. So don't forget, when you look at the postgame and when you're reading tomorrow in the news or in today or the day after, and people are not explaining about this 5-0, it was a 5-0 that was a battle. But I tell you this, people like Mendy and the rest of the crew fought their asses off and really tried to put in a top performance. And it was a decent performance. So at the end of the day, don't be carried away with the scoreline. Get ready for the next game, which is the LA Galaxy 2. And that's coming off in a couple of days on the 19th. That one, I tell you now, look at Wrexham to get a result in that game. Because the LA Galaxy 2 is not the LA Galaxy big team that you were thinking about with David Beckham and the rest of those guys, okay? So think that way. The other thing is, after that, you've also got the Man United game coming through as well. So, 2 more games coming up really soon. But with this game, don't be down, don't wear a frown. I think the performance was literally a 6 to 7 out of a 10. It was just we got outdone in front of goal, and both Rob Layton and Ben Foster may well want to have 1 or 2 of those shots back, whereby it could have finished 2-0 or 1-0. So at the end of the day, 5-0 was a little harsh on the guys, but well done, Chelsea. Got to say, your guys look good, looking like you're getting prepped for the new season. And like I say, Wrexham, 2 games coming up in quick succession. Don't be down, don't wear a frown. We're going to be okay. Cheers.